YouTube clips. I had the summer off, so I'll get back to this again and share thoughts and stuff and ideas. It really surprises me, I guess, because it does appear in the media. Probably not as often as would make sense given the number of people that have the condition. I was on BBC 5 Live a few weeks ago. They did a really good programme about it for about 20-30 minutes where we talked about different aspects. They had the professor on, Adam Zeman, and a couple of other people, including me, to talk about aphantasia, how it affects us. The presenter, Chris, was brilliant. He really asked the right questions given the time constraint we had. But it still makes me wonder, I mean, if you think you do the maths, if you think, okay, say 2 to 3%, we kind of think it's about that. Of a population, I guess, what are we, 7 billion? That's 110 million people globally that are going to have this condition. 110 million. And if you think about the numbers, that's biblical when you consider that the amount of people I know that have got it, in terms of that I can talk to in the world of the internet, which basically covers the planet, is 3,300 and something. So I wonder what point you have to get to where people become aware that they have it. Because the curious thing about it is you're not going to be in a situation where someone turns around and says, you've got aphantasia, because of what you do or see. It will be the way you interpret something, the way you say, I can't do that, or I can do this. No one from the looking outside in is going to know you can't do that. So it's not like a condition that's going to be recognised. It's not like ADHD or other things like dementia that you're really going to see. The other thing is it even a disability? I know I've covered this before, but I'm still not even sure it's a disability. I really can't be convinced that it can be called a disability. There's so many people that have had amazing careers that I see on Facebook, and they do jobs that I can't even understand how they can do, even given the aspects of the condition I know. So how could it be called a disability? I don't think it can, I'll be honest. I think I'd need to see proof to convince me that it is, or even could be thought it is. But I really don't understand. I wonder what it would take to really become a mainstream thing, where, say, for example, you had a 6-year-old child come up and say, oh, I can't think of that. And the parents say, oh, have you got aphantasia? In the same way you'd say, well, you can't spell that. Have you got dyslexia? At what point would something like that happen? How long did it take dyslexia to get to that point? I do wonder that, and I think is the point aphantasia will get in about 15 years. I can't think things can go that far, that quickly. But having said that, all the conditions that have come out before the internet, I think that was a different world. I think since the internet, it changes the dynamics of how conditions like that become mainstream, because people can become aware much more quickly, globally, outside of other countries than they could possibly, previously to the internet. Anyway, just a thought, and welcome back from holidays.